They see your colors: graphic designer, filmmaker, editor, animator, psychology student, a mind alight. Wow, they say. Then the pause, the shift. Okay, so what are you? Exactly? I am all of them. Silence. Then the familiar blow. I'm sorry. We can't hire you. Unfortunately, a hollow word. We need someone for one thing. Just one. That's it. You are too much? Or is it that they see too little? This curse, they whisper. This scattering, this lack of focus. Number, listen closely. This is not a curse, it is your origin, your strength, your superpower, a multi-passionate, one who drinks from many wells, whose heart beats to a symphony of interests. You fear you're a master of none, lost, adrift in a sea of shoulds. Society screams, specialize, one path, one goal, a demand, a decree. But the truth is a wild, untamed landscape. This multiplicity, it will carry you further than their narrow roads can even conceive, further than you dare to dream. We were all born this way, wired for wonder, bursting with capacity, learning, creating, exploring, limitless. But then came the conditioning, the stage of specialization, a cruel shaping, a forging of cogs, one purpose, one life. For their system, they sculpt copies, reflections of a need, not reflections of a soul. Remember, this fire in you, it is ancient. Our ancestors knew, they built, they healed, they sang, they saw with their own hands, with their whole beings. Then the system grew, defining, dividing, one task for each, day after day, a cog in the machine, 40 years, the same lever, the same button, the slow erosion of the human spirit. But you, the multi-passionate, you resisted. You held onto that sacred, messy human core. You saw the conveyor belt and you stepped off. That's why their neat boxes suffocate you. Why one thing feels like a betrayal, a burial of the vibrant, pulsing potentials within. Specialization for you is not focus. It is a graveyard for the many lives you could live. Does this condemn the specialist? Number, absolutely not. When the engine seized, miles from shore, darkness falling. I didn't need a poet, I needed the mechanic, the one who knew the language of gears and oil. For that deep dive into mechanics, their focus was survival. But for the whole journey, for charting the unknown, I seek the one who sees the entire horizon. The specialist, a laser, precise, deep, intense. The multi-passionate, a lighthouse, casting a broad beam, illuminating connections, guiding through complex waters. If the lighthouse tries to be the laser, its light diffuses, lost. If the laser tries to scan the whole horizon, it misses its mark. One is not better, they are different, but they keep trying to narrow our beams, and then they call us failures when we cannot pierce one single point in the dark. Society's judgment, a heavy cloak. Not specialized, they echo, then you are nothing. A failure. The word rings, it stings, it tries to burrow deep. Hold on, breathe. This is not multitasking, that frantic scattered dance, that path to distraction, to burnout. Number multi-passion is different. It is the wellspring of creativity, the eternal flame of curiosity, the art of weaving, not just juggling. You learn coding and ancient history, physics and sculpture. Each thread strengthens the other. Each color makes the tapestry richer. Yet the struggle is real, the siren song of infinite information, technology's blessing, technology's curse, distraction, a constant pull, focus, a fragile thing. The specialist, their path is paved, decision made. The engineer knows they are an engineer. But you, the explorer, you try everything, searching for the harbor that feels like home. This search, it can wound. Productivity suffers, not from lack of effort, but from the lack of a system for your unique flow. Lost in the dazzling labyrinth of your own mind, chasing every spark, until exhaustion claims you. Self-confidence erodes. You live among pillars, each proclaiming their singular strength. You feel different, wrong perhaps. The whispers turn inward, psychological shadows, depression's cold touch, isolation. No one understands. I can't just choose one. This is the ache, the quiet torment. But what if this difference is brilliance? If you are a multi-passionate, hear this now. You are innately creative. It is not a skill you learn, it is the air you breathe. You possess an extraordinary gift, the ability to connect, to learn, to synthesize across disparate fields, things others see as unrelated. This is your superpower. You conjure ideas from the spaces between the silos, ideas no single specialist locked in their tower could ever glimpse. You learn with a terrifying speed. You never truly start from scratch. Your mind, a treasure chest, brimming with prior knowledge. Each skill a key, unlocking the next, faster, deeper. You are always, in some way, ahead. You adapt, you pivot, you thrive in flux. Change is not your enemy, it is your native element. You are the ultimate problem solver. You see the threads, you weave the connections, you find the solution. The specialist, with their focused gaze, will inevitably miss, because they only know their piece of the puzzle. You see the whole damn picture. You are more social than you think. Connecting ideas means connecting people. Even the quietest among you builds bridges of understanding. These qualities, look at them, truly see them. These are the hallmarks of innovators, of leaders, of the most successful, impactful souls in human history. This isn't a flaw, this is your design. So if you are a multi-passionate, this is your sign, your permission, your truth. Your name will shine, your future will be bright. If you dare to build your own system, your work must have meaning, it must have change, it must have your creative fire, a stage where all your passions can dance together. No more boredom, no more self-burial. Combine them, forge them, meld your skills into one potent, unique force. Content creation, watch a multi-passionate thrive. Scripting, filming, editing, designing, marketing, building community. A universe built by one, an ecosystem of your talents, always learning, always evolving, always excited. Look around, the world is shifting. AI rises, the gears of change grind faster. They are replacing the specialists, the single taskers. But a multi-passionate mind, the one who sees the whole, the one who connects, innovates, and creates what is new, that cannot be replicated by an algorithm. Use your skills, build for yourself. This is not just survival, this is your era. Why do I speak with such fire? Because I am you. This platform, they told me, pick a lane, one direction. But how could I? My vision spans the horizon. My purpose is to explore, to connect, to build what's next. Each skill I gathered, seemingly random. The late nights coding that obscure algorithm. The patient hours learning to shape metal and wood with my hands. The instinct for storytelling, honed by devouring history and myth. The drive to understand systems, from engines to economies. Each one a vital tool. Unconnected, they said. Useless, they implied. Then came the challenge. A forgotten community, their stories unheard, their needs unmet. No single expert could bridge the gap. The engineer saw data, the sociologist saw theory, the artist saw aesthetics, but I saw the connections. I used my coding to build a platform, my hands to craft the tools they needed, my storytelling to give their truth a voice that resonated, my understanding of systems to design a solution that worked for them. One by one, I was the bridge, the architect, the engineer, the advocate, the voice. Imagine the bureaucracy, the crossed wires. If I had been just one thing. That project, it didn't just work, it thrived, it empowered. To see that spark of self-reliance ignite in others, that is the validation. This is the power, your power. Enough reflection, now, action, first. Still the chaos, organize your magnificent mind. Pen, paper, sacred tools. Write down every skill you yearn to learn. Write down every skill you already possess. Write down everything you want to do in this life. And ask yourself, why? A multi-passionate doesn't learn aimlessly. You learn because it leads to something bigger. I learned to navigate by stars, not because I expected to be lost at sea, but because understanding ancient ways of knowing unlocks new paths in modern problems. Choose your top 5. For now, Where do they intersect? What do they build together? Then look outward. Do people need these interwoven skills? Can you be valued for this unique tapestry? Find the bridge between what the world needs and what your soul yearns to give. There lies your purpose. There lies your reward. Listen to me now. Let this sink deep into your bones. Having multiple passions is not a distraction. Society's judgment is a lie, a limitation they project. It is your preparation for something grander, more impactful, beyond their normal. Learning everything you are drawn to, it doesn't mean you are scattered. It means you are achieving the highest level of specialization, the specialization of you. You are unique, you are powerful, you have a future illuminated by the brilliant complexity of who you are. You just need the system, your system, to channel this magnificent energy, and I will help you. We will do this together. Join me, follow, connect, and tell me in the comments below, what are your passions? Are you too a multi-passionate soul ready to ignite?